You walk into a room full of people, and the first thing you feel is the absence of connection. Everyone is laughing, talking, existing in a rhythm that feels just slightly out of your reach. You smile, you nod, you say the right things, but inside there is a vast, echoing silence. It's a specific kind of loneliness, not the loneliness of being alone, but the loneliness of being unseen. It's the feeling of speaking your native language in a foreign country where no one understands the words. You try to share a piece of yourself, a thought that feels important, and it lands on the floor like a dead thing. They look at you, but they don't see you. They see a reflection of what they expect you to be. And so you begin to wonder, is there something wrong with me? Am I too much or not enough? This is the quiet voice of shame. It tells you that your inability to connect is a personal failure. You start to believe that if you were just funnier, smarter, or more normal, the walls would come down. So you perform. You edit yourself. You silence the parts of you that seem to make others uncomfortable. But the deeper truth is this: the loneliness you feel in a crowd is not a sign that you are broken. It is a signal, a biological alarm clock ringing, telling you that your soul is starving for real resonance. To understand this, we have to look inside the brain, at the fascinating machinery of connection. Neuroscientists have discovered that our brains are actually wired to sync up with other brains. When you have a deep conversation with someone, your brainwaves literally begin to mirror theirs. This is called neural coupling. It's the physical sensation of being on the same wavelength. It releases oxytocin, the bonding chemical, and dopamine, the feel-good reward. Connection is literally a biological need, as real as hunger or thirst. But when you are with people who don't get you, this coupling fails. The signal is lost. Your brain sends out a signal, and it receives no reply. The neural echo is deafening. And what does the brain register when connection fails? It registers pain. Studies show that social rejection activates the same neural pathways as physical pain. The loneliness you feel in a crowded room isn't just sadness. It hurts because your brain thinks it's under threat. It floods your system with cortisol, the stress hormone, putting you on edge. You become hypervigilant. You analyze every word, every glance, looking for the threat of rejection. This isn't a character flaw. It's a survival mechanism gone haywire in a social setting. But why is the mechanism so sensitive? Why does being misunderstood feel so existentially dangerous? To find the root, we have to go back to the campfires of our ancestors. For 99% of human history, to be alone was to be dead. Exile from the tribe was a death sentence. Our brains evolved to prioritize belonging above almost anything else. If the tribe didn't understand you, if you were different, you were a liability. You were cast out. So your brain learned to scan for the slightest sign that you don't fit in. It became a survival instinct. Fast forward to your childhood. You craved that belonging from your family, your first tribe. If your caregivers were distracted, critical, or emotionally unavailable, the alarm bell rang early. You learned that to be seen fully was risky, so you started hiding the parts of you that seemed to push them away. You built a version of yourself designed for connection, even if it wasn't the real you. And now, as an adult, you walk into a room and that old program runs automatically. You anticipate rejection before it happens. You brace for the pain of being misunderstood. But here is the pivot, the liberating truth. The loneliness is not a life sentence. Research in psychology shows that the quality of our connections matters more than the quantity. You don't need everyone to get you. You just need one person, or two, a tiny resonant tribe. The goal is not to become a social chameleon who fits in everywhere. That path leads to more loneliness. The goal is to have the courage to be seen so you can find the people who are looking for someone like you. It starts with validating your own experience, to stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and start asking, "What do I need, and where can I find a glimpse of it?" It means taking off the mask, even for 5 minutes, in a low-stakes environment. Maybe it's sharing a weird opinion. Maybe it's admitting you're having a hard day. The right people won't recoil from your truth. They will exhale with relief, because they feel lonely too. They are also waiting for someone brave enough to be real first. The loneliness of being around people who don't get you is a compass. It's pointing you home. Home is not a place. It's the feeling of being known. It's the sound of your frequency being answered. It is finding the person who laughs at the things you find funny and falls silent at the things that break your heart. You cannot force a connection with someone who is not ready to receive you, but you can stop wasting energy on the performance and save it for the moment a kindred spirit appears. You are not too much. You are not enough. You are just in the wrong room. And the only way to find the right room is to leave the wrong one behind, even if you have to leave alone. The silence of being alone is often far less painful than the silence of being in a crowd that can't hear you. So tonight, give yourself permission to stop performing. Your people are out there, and they are looking for you. You are not alone in your loneliness, and the moment you decide to be seen is the moment you start to be found.